Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at hostpapa.com. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com for premium unlimited web hosting with the highest rated reviews at the lowest prices. Coming to you from that once-forgotten artery that pulses through the center of the continental United States and into the heart of the Ozarks, Grace Matthews. Looking in from the northern border, our Canadian friend, along with his countrymen feeling the effects of U.S. political issues, Connor Murphy.
Welcome to Dueling Dialogues, episode 126. I'm Connor Murphy here with Grace Matthews. Hi, Grace. How you doing?
Doing pretty good here in the Ozarks.
Right on.
Seeing just a tad of sun. I haven't seen sun for several days, so.
Oh, we got a second summer going here. We're about 70 degrees and we're way north of you.
Yeah, we're about 50, maybe less. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it looks nice right now.
Yeah, it's actually been really, really beautiful out and no complaints here. It's gorgeous.
Good. Well, at least both of us are having a better day than Elizabeth Ward.
Yeah, huh?
I'm pretty sure she's having the worst day of her life.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
Pocahontas. I'm just going to let the president say it. I think he says it best here in a tweet. Pocahontas, the bad version, sometimes referred to as Elizabeth Warren, is getting slammed. She took a bogus DNA test, and it showed that she may be 1/1000th, far less than the average American. Now, Cherokee Nation denies her DNA test, I'm in quotes, is useless. Even they don't want her. Phony. Now, why would she do this? And she rolled it out like that 1/1000th was everything.
I don't know, man. That is
she
so
rolled
hilarious.
it out in the video. She used this guy from Stanford to say, and seriously, most of us are really pretty Heinz 57 anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
And we don't even care.
You know, they could have saved their money, just made her dance, and you could tell she was white. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, probably for sure, but... why did she do it before the midterms?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that she's thinking of running for president in 2020.
Oh, good luck with that now.
The president using this Pocahontas thing. But, he didn't start it.
Yeah.
She actually, years ago, used it to get her professorship at Harvard.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
She's trying to backtrack on that and say she never gained financially from this. Bull.
Yeah. Oh, man.
As even Harvard did, because they called her the first non-white law professor. She's whiter than anybody in this country.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. Too funny.
I guarantee you could walk down the street and it'd be hard to find somebody that had so little American Indian in their blood.
Well, I would love to run into her and just say, hey, how are ya?
It's crazy.
Yeah, she did it herself.
She did. And now, she has probably ticked off a pretty big Democratic voting base in the, indigenous people. Because I suspect, I really don't know, that they might be pretty Democratic. And I wonder, though, too, how much other people are going to take out, like Hispanics, black people, because this is very insensitive of her.
I'm pretty sure her chances at president are gone.
Yeah, I think she might as well. And she's also running for her seat again in the Senate from Massachusetts. I don't think she had any fear of losing. I mean, Massachusetts, I don't know that they could elect a Republican, so she will probably go ahead and win, but
I love how you said that.
Be ironic.
I love how you said that with that heavy sigh. I don't know if they could elect a Republican.
Well, I was trying to decide whether it was, going out on a limb or not saying that. Sometimes that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, am I going too far here? We live in such a PC world.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you could step on your foot and really, really not be trying.
Yeah. It's the same up here in Canada. Everybody is struggling with this political correctness, this trying not to be what other people deem racist and on, and it's getting overwhelming.
It is. It is getting overwhelming, and I'm getting tired. And supposedly 80% of the Americans are sick of PC.
Yeah, pretty much. I think
but,
so.
And I think it's doubly interesting because Trump gets in these people's heads, okay? And they do stupid stuff. Yeah. And he ends up on top. And what he does is he gets in their head and they self-destruct.
Yeah, I think
that's exactly what Elizabeth Warren did. Why did she get that test? Because he was in her head.
Yeah, and she thought it was going to be something different than it was.
Yeah, and families say crap. I'm really not doubting the fact that her nanny and papa or whoever it was, told her they were Cherokee. They probably did. Yeah. Maybe they believed it. But, families say stuff, believe stuff, are told stuff. Somebody, back there they had some bipolar that made shit up. Yet they all believed it because they didn't have a diagnosis.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's just families.
Yeah.
Families can be crazy.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
Look at Stormy. This is a big win for Trump today. The judge in the... Anyway, Stormy filed suit against
the defamation suit. Yeah.
Yeah, a defamation suit for a tweet he made.
Right.
Okay. Now we got to remember she broke her non-disclosure clause. She was paid for by Trump or by Trump's attorney.
Exactly.
We still haven't figured out who that actually came from or what account, but nevertheless, she was paid for it, agreed to not disclose. She decided I can make more money, so I want to disclose. Well, he said stuff about her in a tweet, and she files a defamation suit. Today, the judge throws it out. He goes, not only am I throwing it around, you're going to pay for Donald Trump's legal fees. Now, he hires pretty expensive attorneys.
I can imagine. And a team of them.
How much dancing can she do, her and the creepy porn lawyer?
Oh, yeah. They're going to be on stage with a pole in their future for a long time, which is probably really not a good thing.
No, it's really not. And this creepy porn lawyer is, he's taking her for a ride.
Oh, yeah. He's probably pushed her.
So he can get his 10 minutes of fame.
Yeah, you bet. I believe that
remember, he said he's going to run for president in 2020, and I forget, he owes everybody in the world. He owes millions and millions of dollars. Much of it is taxes.
Oh, lovely. Wow.
Yeah, but, the president dared put out a tweet about this. He said, the federal judge throws out Stormy Daniels' lawsuit versus Trump. Trump is entitled to full legal fees. Great. Now I can go after Horseface and her third-rate lawyer in the great state of Texas. He will mutilate them in Texas.
Yeah.
She will confirm the letter she signed. She knows nothing about me. She's a total con.
Wow.
You just gotta love this.
Yeah, well, hey, man, we know what that was really all about, and that was the Dems taking a swing at him, and it was another failure, of course.
And actually, this poor pitiful woman, she has been very similar to Dr. Ford. She has been swung around like a rag doll and used by everybody. And, the Democrats, that's becoming disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're supposed to be for women,
but they don't care.
They find these women that are needy, and they use them worse than any damn man ever used them.
I agree with that 100%.
Well, don't get me started. I'm going to get mad about that.
No, next time.
Okay, Fusion GPS.
Yes.
Okay, Glenn Simpson is I guess you would call him the author of record on the Dossier. Okay, that was paid for by the Clintons and the DNC. DNC is the Democratic National Committee, and they handed it over to the FBI, the DOJ, and it started the ball rolling on the Russian collusion. Now, we know for a fact that it was fake.
Yes.
They made stuff up as if they were writing. In fact, there is word out there that Glenn Simpson wrote a book about, I don't know, sometime in the 90s. And that actually the Dossier reads like the book. They just kind of put Donald Trump's names in there. I'm serious. I heard that the other day.
Find
so
replace.
I'm going to have to check that out further. But anyway, be that as it may, he goes and he testifies behind closed doors this summer, late summer, early fall, and everything seems hunky-dory.
Okay.
Okay, then remember a month ago, Bruce Ohr testifies?
Right.
Well, the committee says, things don't add up with you, Glenn. We need you to come back.
Oh, interesting.
What Bruce says and what his emails say sort of suggests that you might be lying your pants off.
Wow, okay.
So he does show up today, but he pleads the fifth.
Of course.
So that story is not over.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, they should change the name to Fiction GPS.
They should.
It'd be a little more suiting.
Make a great, put Liam Neeson in there. It'd make a great movie.
Yeah. No kidding. It probably wouldn't be believable. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, on a sad note, Jamal Khashoggi. He's an American citizen and a journalist for the Washington Post.
Okay.
He has often written about the Saudi royal family.
Right.
Not so kindly, but truthfully, okay?
Okay. Well, they don't like the truth.
Yeah, he's dead. There's been a lot of controversy over this because we've got a big arms deal with Saudi. There is a big financial summit next week in Saudi Arabia. Most of the companies from the United States have already pulled out. It's supposed to be like the Davos in the desert. Davos is up in Switzerland in the winter. It's supposed to be Davos in the desert.
Well, I just want to remind you, Canada pulled out months ago.
Yeah.
And likewise, I mean, they pulled every...
Had Trudeau had a little more credibility with the United States, we probably would have. But this really, we can't trust Turkey either.
No, and you can't trust Trudeau either.
They took him, they abducted him in Turkey.
Okay.
They took him into the embassy and supposedly accidentally killed him while questioning him.
Oh, right.
This really puts the president in a difficult position. You've got companies that have already put their companies out on the line financially for this arms deal.
Right.
We can't trust Turkey. We can't trust the prince. This 33-year-old prince, okay, he's now the second in command under the king, which really means he's mostly in command, is horrible.
Yeah, he even hates maple syrup now. That's how horrible he is. What kind of person hates maple syrup?
I don't know, especially if it's really maple syrup. That's hard to get in the States because we're not talking much to Canada, so we get fake maple syrup down here.
Yeah, the Walmart version.
Which brings your blood sugar up to God knows what.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, we want the real stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a bad situation. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I do know that senators are calling on the king to remove the Saudi prince.
Well, we've got the bandwagon going. You might as well just jump on.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. We were talking right before we went to air, and I don't know if we've talked about this on the air before, but we were all excited a couple of years ago when women were going to get the right to drive when they were in their 30s, I think 33. And the women that brought this to the forefront of the world, even though their wishes came true and they at least got it to where women could go to movies and drive, even though, they're older, they disappeared. We don't know where they are. And that was as per the Saudi prince.
Yeah, which is the whole reason we basically got into the argument with Saudi Arabia is they were jailing some of the women activists. So we asked for their actually, I shouldn't say we asked. We demanded their release, which came from basically a female politician, and a female demanding that from the prince didn't go over too well, which started the whole argument, the political war against Saudi Arabia. Saudi pulled out all the flights, everything, called back exchange students, which a lot of them decided to stay. So,
did they?
Yeah.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Well, and what about you all? I mean, do you have women at the embassy in Saudi Arabia, or do you all have an embassy?
We don't have one anymore. We were booted out months ago. So there's our stance on Saudi Arabia. Yeah. So this is kind of 2-month-old news for us in a way. Because
it is, but I do think you're right. We wouldn't have been in this situation. We would have followed suit with Canada, but we have a rocky relationship with Canada right now.
Yeah, and I can't blame anybody there. I mean, who would really want to do some kind of deal with Trudeau, honestly? Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
But that's another story for another day, as you would say.
Yeah, it is. But we can't help ourselves. We got to talk about Hillary Clinton.
Oh, yes, of course.
What happened? She never knows what happened. She doesn't remember what happened. She's created something. Is she an alcoholic?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's medication.
Yeah, it could be. But anyway, she was asked whether Bill should have been removed from office following the Monica Lewinsky scandal. And she said, absolutely not.
Of course.
And he said, she said because she was 22 years old, she was a willing party to this duo. As if 22 really at your first internship, would tell the president of the United States no.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, poppycock.
Yeah. That's like a psychiatrist.
I don't know if 50-something would. I mean, that's not fair. She cannot play like she's for women and Me Too and then do this. Because he did have way too much power.
Yeah, it's like a psychiatrist dating his patient, right? It's a place of power over them. So no-go area.
It is. It's displacement.
Especially while being president. Hello.
Exactly. And, a lot of women much older for fear of losing their job. I mean, Hillary should understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people out in the middle of the country that they have to do things like that to keep their job because they, first of all, may not have the education to go someplace else. They may live in an area where even if they do have the education, there's nowhere else to go. No one pretty much that we have talked about being a victim of Me Too, they all had other choices.
Yeah.
Especially when you talk about Lee Squeal, where she talks about Bill O'Reilly abusing her for 15 years. She is a Harvard Law School graduate.
Right.
She has 15 books out that have been bestsellers.
Stand up
Give
now.
me a break. You couldn't leave. You couldn't stand up.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I question a lot.
I'm just trying to get myself mad, but Monica Lewinsky was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. 22 with the President of the United States. And there you go.
I got a 22-year-old kid right now, and believe me, he's a kid.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that, well, it's not funny. It's expected that Hillary would think there was a double standard there, which it would be okay for her or Bill to do whatever the hell they wanted.
Yes, it goes right back to that. Her and Bill they live by another standard. And I think that's proof positive. And the Democrats need to get her off of the trail. For the Republicans and the conservatives, they say bring her on, keep her out there, because she just makes an ass out of the whole party.
Yeah, exactly. As long as she is associated with the Democratic Party and up there at the top, Trump will still be president. Bottom line.
Yeah. Because, he is by far the most transparent. I mean, now he says things we all cringe.
True that.
But the fact is, he says it. You may not like it, but he's pretty transparent.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, here is I don't know, I'm going to call it a happy note. Carter Page is suing the DNC for defamation.
Oh, interesting.
Remember, he was mentioned all over this Russian collusion thing. Like he was a covert agent for Putin. And, right. He never even met the president of the United States. He was a very low-level aide.
And they dragged him through the mud.
It's like me going up, the Republican offices on the corner of my street, literally. I mean, it's not half a mile. It's like 5 blocks, maybe. It's like me going up there and answering phones and saying I'm one of Trump's aides.
Yeah, exactly.
That's about what you're saying with Carter Page. And they've ruined him. Now he is a guy with a PhD, a former naval officer that went to the Naval Academy. He's very educated, and they have basically defamed and destroyed him. But I think he claimed, and I believe him, that as much as money, which surely he wants some money, this suit could answer a lot of questions.
Right.
This could open up Pandora's box, because sometimes it's this way. These little side issues that get in the court reveal and unveil what they once wanted to remain hidden.
O.J. Simpson.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I am very happy Carter Page did this. Can't wait to see what happens.
And by all rights, he absolutely should. And I hope he goes after everybody with $10 to $12 million in their bank.
I agree. I really do agree.
So do I.
Yeah. And we don't always agree, but life's a journey and we're all in this together. Remember, do not become anybody's victim. Be like Carter Page.
Yeah, exactly. Speak up.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Godspeed, Connor, and Godspeed to all of our friends out there.
Godspeed, Grace, and thanks for listening.
Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at hostpapa.com. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com for premium unlimited web hosting with the highest rated reviews at the lowest prices.